Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have an interesting topic that came from a developer of Battlefield 2042 on Twitter, and he wanted to know if you could change or add/remove 5 gameplay elements, be it vehicles, gadgets, weapons, etc., within reason in the current state of 2042, what would those 5 things be? So that is what we're going to be going over in today's video. I'm going to select 5 things from Battlefield 2042 that I would either change or add/remove, and I would love for you guys to do the same in the comment section. But before we get into the video, just want to remind everyone that I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders, and I'm streaming on YouTube now, ladies and gentlemen. So if you weren't aware of that, I've been streaming every single day on YouTube for about a week now, and it has honestly been pretty awesome. You guys have been showing amazing support, and I feel like I've been engaging with the YouTube community a lot better than just posting videos. And of course, hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new here, or just check if you're subscribed if you watch a lot of the videos, because a lot of people watch videos but don't actually realize they're not subbed. So let's jump into the first topic. What would I change/add/remove from Battlefield 2042? What's the first thing gonna be? Well, I think a pretty obvious one that was really popular in the replies to this tweet from Armored Kill was the topic of Liss in general. Liss has been controversial ever since she has been added to the game all the way back in Season 1, and I have 2 things I would specifically do to her. Number 1, I would completely remove her TV missile from the game, and I would just give the attack helicopter gunner seat that TV missile instead, the way it's supposed to be. And the second thing I would do to Liss is I would replace her TV missile with the SRAW and probably buff the SRAW. I think overall that is just the better way to do things. It's more balanced. Maybe you would have to tweak some of the ammo regeneration or remove some of the ammo regeneration from Liss, or maybe tweak the turning radius of the SRAW, but I think in general that is the correct play. Removing her TV missile, giving it to the attack helicopter gunner seat, and replacing her TV missile with the SRAW. And remember guys, this is things that could, within reason, change in Battlefield 2042. So it's not like I'm going to say, oh, I would redesign every single map. Well, that's not very reasonable, is it? So the second thing I would actually completely remove from the game, and I don't even think I would even replace it with anything, I would just completely remove the Tor tank from the game. Okay? Delete that thing. That tank just fundamentally unbalances vehicle versus vehicle gameplay. And I genuinely think it's one of the biggest design oversights I've ever seen in my entire life. And I guess I'll throw in the same category just the removal of the infantry railgun as well. Both of these things are fairly game-breaking. The infantry railgun completely invalidates every single sniper in the game, and the Tor tank completely invalidates, well, any other tank trying to kill any other tank. If you are in a Tor tank facing a normal NBT, you are essentially just never going to lose that fight if you're half decent, because the Tor tank can apply the same damage and pressure over 1,000 meters away that the NBT can only apply from maybe, I don't know, within 150 or 200 meters at most. And on top of the Tor tank's unbelievable range and damage, it's also just snipes air vehicles out of the sky with complete ease. So the Tor tank just destroys vehicle balance and gameplay. Just delete it from the game. The third thing that I would remove from Battlefield 2042, and I genuinely think that this would drastically improve the gameplay of Battlefield 2042, is I would remove the fact that you spot yourself on the minimap while you shoot at someone in Battlefield 2042. I think that you are spotted 24/7 by an ungodly amount of things anyway in Battlefield 2042, so I don't see why you should spot yourself for simply shooting at an enemy. You're already spotted by tugs, Casper drone, Q spots, sensor grenades, and just who knows what else. Pike, Rao, I mean, the list goes on and on. The fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't so much as hit the spot button while you're shooting at someone, then I don't really know what to tell you. If you remember, Battlefield 5 worked exactly like this, where you weren't spotted on the minimap while you were shooting, but that game had decent enough spotting anyway to where people were most likely going to be on the minimap fairly often. Just a reminder to leave your top 5 things you change or remove or add to Battlefield 2042 in the comment section. If you're enjoying the channel, sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I post videos 4 to 6 times a week, depends on what the content is, and I do play a lot of different FPS games, especially the new ones that come out on this channel. One of the ones that I'm definitely going to be playing is X-Defiant, which actually comes out on May 21st, so if you want to see more of that, hit the subscribe button, and of course, come by the YouTube streams. The fourth thing that I would change about Battlefield 2042 is I would drastically tighten up the movement responsiveness. If you ever played Battlefield 2042, then go back and play other Battlefield games, you know that the Battlefield 2042's movement is just a mushy, unresponsive, kind of squishy mess. And that's the worst possible thing you can have in a video game's movement, in my experience. And the way you fix that is you simply just mess with the accel or deceleration values of the movement to get it to a place where it's fairly responsive, but it doesn't feel like Quake Live. By tightening up the movement drastically, you can be more precise and you can place your movement a lot better, which increases not only the enjoyability of playing the game, but it increases the skill ceiling. And this change wouldn't just benefit mouse and keyboard players, this would benefit controller players as well a great deal. It would overall be a massive improvement to the game. Before I reveal the fifth thing that I would change about Battlefield 2042 that I bet some of you have already predicted, I want to give some honorable mentions. The first honorable mention I will go over is I would just completely remove the addition of visual recoil to Battlefield 2042 that for some reason was added extremely late into the game, even though nobody asked for it. I would just give the people what they asked for and delete it. The second thing I would, honorably mention here is I would fix the recoil bug for the second time. Some of you already know what I'm referring to, but for those of you that don't, I will link the video demonstrating the recoil bug, actually recoil bugs, in the description. And whether or not people, debate back and forth about whether or not the recoil bug affects you while playing, it doesn't really matter, because the fact of the matter is, in a game this old, there should be absolutely nothing bugged about your recoil system or your gunplay whatsoever. This is a game that is over 2 years old. Get your stuff together. Now, on to the fifth and final thing that I would fix about Battlefield 2042. Again, I mentioned some of you probably already predicted this, but fix the mouse input, okay? Get an engine-level fix for the mouse input. And this would affect controller players as well. Basically, TLDR is what I'm saying here, make the game feel better, okay? You go and play Battlefield 2042, then say you go to play Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 4, it should be unbelievably obvious how bad Battlefield 2042's aiming feels in comparison to previous titles. That is because previous titles didn't feature broken mouse input. And some people are confused about how the mouse input is broken. I spoke to a developer quite a long time ago and they confirmed that it was an engine level bug. The way I interpret it is it essentially just makes the game feel bad and, well, misinterprets your input of how you are aiming. So that's really terrible for an FPS game. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I stream on YouTube and Twitch every single day. If you enjoy the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, especially if you watch the videos all the time. Some people think they're subbed, but they actually aren't. Just go ahead and check that. It only takes one click. Show up to the YouTube streams, guys, and the Twitch streams. Would love to say hi to all you guys. If you come from this video, be sure to tell me, by the way, because I will sort of, pick out those comments and I'll be like, what's up? And of course, let me know your 5 things you would change about Battlefield 2042, and maybe reply to Armored Kill on Twitter with the 5 things you'd change, because he is actually replying to a couple things. Thank you guys so much for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one.